Kawasaki was the first manufacturer out of the gate to host a 2021 bike test with its KX450. We joined Team Green at Glen Helen Raceway in San Bernardino, California, to shake down its mildly updated flagship motocross bike, which has won Dirt Riders 450 Motocross Shootout the past 2 years. The changes made to the KX450 for MY21 include a new cone disc spring hydraulic clutch, larger diameter clutch plates with a revised friction material, a new dry film lubricant coating on the piston skirt, and the switch to a Renthal Fatbar 839 bend handlebar, which is 1 1/8 inches in diameter and the same bar and bend that comes stock on the 2019 and 2020 Honda CRF450R. Compared to the 2019 to 2020 KX450's Renthal 7/8-inch diameter, 971 bend handlebar, the 2021 model's Renthal Fatbar 839 bend bar is 6 mm lower, has 11 mm less rise, and 2 mm less sweep. The only similarities the two Renthal handlebars share in terms of dimensions are their width at 802 mm. With its crisp throttle response, the KX450 gets up and goes, which is especially noticeable when exiting corners. This combined with its plentiful bottom-end power and nearly effortless clutch pull makes it easy to manipulate the power at low RPM, even when riding a gear high. The engine continues to pull into the high RPM long enough that we didn't have to upshift to third when climbing most of Glen Helen's smaller hills. Since Kawasaki granted the KX450 a hydraulic clutch in 2019, we have praised it for its remarkably easy lever pull, and the changes made to it for 2021 give it an ever lighter feel at the lever. No changes were made to the KX450's Showa 49mm coil spring fork and Showa shock for 2021. The components have remained the same since the KX450 enjoyed a complete overhaul in 2019, which is great because the front and rear suspension work excellently. The Showa components offer a plush yet progressive feel throughout the stroke, which isn't hampered when making clicker changes in one direction or the other. Both of our test riders, one a former AMA Pro Supercross racer and the other a novice-level motocross rider, made no more than 2 clicker changes on the fork compression and were able to find a comfortable setting they were happy with. With its stock 5.0 Nm fork and 54 Nm shock spring rates, the recommended weight range for the 2021 Kawasaki KX450 is 160 to 180 pounds. We have found this to be a very balanced setup for the majority of test riders. For those who weigh 175 pounds or more and pro-level riders who come in at the higher end of the recommended weight range, we have experimented with adding an optional, 1/8 stiffer spring of 5.2 Nm in one of the fork legs and leaving the other with the stock 5.0 Nm spring, effectively giving the fork a spring rate of 5.1 Nm, which Showa does not offer. This minimizes bottoming under large impacts for heavier riders, but doesn't take away from the fork's plush feel. It's worth noting that we have been able to set the shock sag at the recommended 104 mm setting with the stock 54 Nm spring rate for riders up to 190 pounds as well.